When you think about passing the torch, viewers, when you think about letting someone else go over, when you think about the future, the longevity of the WWE, and you think about and you're looking at this match tonight and why a lot of people are disagreeing and arguing that Gunther is not the man. Gunther should not be the superstar for this. Gunther is not the right option to go against John Cena tonight. You would be looking at someone like an LA Knight, a baby face, a good guy, not a bad guy. We already know that Braun Breaker is the future of the company. We already know he's the future of the industry. So it should have been even a Braun Breaker. Or hell, even at this point, a Bronson Reed, a Jimmy Uso, who really needs a big push in his career, who really needs a lot of momentum, a Jimmy Uso, because Jey Uso has pretty much dramatically stolen all of that. So it's not just, it's Gunther that's going against John Cena. It's just not, that's not the only issue. That's not the only problem. Because again, it should have been a good guy. It should have been a babyface. It should have been one of those transitional moments. Kind of like, remember when it was Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania and John Cena, and the Hulk Hogan passed the torch to the Ultimate Warrior? Remember that? Well, only for Hogan to come back a couple years later, but you get where I'm coming from. It was two good guys. It was two baby faces against each other. And that is what should be happening tonight. It should be John Cena versus a big and up-and-comer from NXT, somebody that is going to bring the WWE into the next decade, because that man is just not Gunther. And again, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. I mean, listen, it's going to be a great match, obviously. I'm not underselling. The match is going to be brutal. It's probably going to be uneasy to watch at times. But there's just so many different variables. There's so many different reasons as to why people don't want Gunther as the final opponent. Because, again, it just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't even look good on paper. But, again, this is the way the WWE is going to go. Or are they? Or are they? Remember to click the bell, subscribe, turn on all notifications. Remember to hype up the video. Now, guys, tonight was supposed to be simple, emotional, historic, and controlled. Tonight, John Cena steps into a WWE ring one final time, says goodbye on his own terms, and closes out one of the most important chapters in the history of professional wrestling. But now, something has changed. Now, we're going to get more into this. We're going to get more in-depth. But remember, guys, donate below. Become a channel member today. It's so important. It's so crucial to this channel's development, because I can't do this alone. I can't do this by myself. But breaking news, a massive change to tonight's Saturday night's main event. Huge update right now and right here. We're going to bring it to you here on the Brash and the Brazen, because according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters at this time, it was originally going to be a tag team title match. It was going to be for the World Tag Team Championships with AJ Styles and his tag team partner. Well, now it appears as if the tag team titles will not be on the line. They will not be defended tonight on Saturday night's main event in the tag team match, along with AJ Styles and his tag team partner versus what would have been the challengers. So again, ladies and gentlemen, there's got to be a reason behind this. There's got to be some sort of rhyme or reason, but we're going to get into that. But let's get more into this major update, this major announcement. Triple H's major announcement before John Cena retires tonight on Saturday night's main event on Peacock. Because just hours before John Cena's scheduled retirement moment, Triple H is preparing a major announcement, and backstage sources are saying the mood inside WWE is no longer celebratory. It's tense, it's uncertain, and it's become very quiet. Now, this does not feel like a normal retirement night anymore. Let's be clear about something before we go any further. John Cena cannot just retire another night. This is not a storyline beat. This is not a flexible, creative decision. The official end of the ruthless aggression PG crossover era tonight represents the final WWE appearance of the face of the company for over 20 years. A moment WWE is marketed as sold and emotionally prepared fans worldwide. If Cena does not retire tonight, it doesn't just delay a goodbye, it rewrites WWE history. And that's what's happening right now backstage, and why it is so serious. According to multiple backstage whispers and rumors, Triple H is expected to address the situation before John Cena's retirement takes place, because Triple H does not step in unless something has gone wrong. That alone is alarming, viewers. A health concern, a contractual issue, a major creative pivot, or an emergency WWE cannot control. Now, this isn't hype building. This isn't suspense. This feels like damage control, and the timing couldn't be any worse. We are just hours away, and people backstage were reportedly expected tonight to be emotional, not chaotic, but sources describe a sudden move shift. Conversation stopping mid-sentence. Talent being pulled aside quietly. Producers scrambling for contingency plans. This is not how WWE handles a clean retirement. And that's That's how they react when something threatens to derail the night entirely. And it raises the uncomfortable question no one wants to ask. What if John Cena can't retire the way that this was planned? WWE needs to go and have this night go exactly as scheduled, and here's why. If Cena retires cleanly tonight, WWE controls the narrative. Cena leaves on his terms. WrestleMania plans stay intact. The locker room gets closure. If Cena does not retire for one other reason or another, speculation explodes. Rumors spiral out of control. Fans fear the worst. WWE loses control of the story. This isn't about just one man. It's about stability. John Cena's retirement is the emotional anchor that the WWE has been building toward, and losing that anchor creates chaos. Now we're looking at the uncomfortable scenarios right here in this very video. Let's talk about the possibilities that the WWE does not want fans thinking about, but already are. A shortened appearance, a retirement postponed for medical reasons, a farewell that feels rushed or incomplete, or worse, no appearance at all. Any of these outcomes instantly turns tonight from a celebration into a crisis. And that's why Triple H speaking before Cena's moment is such a red flag. What are the fans feeling right now? According to those in the know, the dirt sheets, the websites, the newsletters, the fans are roaring. The fans are speaking all over social media. Fans aren't just going to tune in tonight for shock. They tuned in for closure. John Cena isn't just another legend. He's a childhood memory, hustle, loyalty, and respect and consistency. If tonight changes, if the goodbyes doesn't happen, this becomes one of the most emotionally unsettling nights WWE has had in years. Right now, WWE needs to go right. They need tonight to go right. They need it to go right tonight. They need John Cena to walk out, speak clearly, retire cleanly, and let fans say goodbye one last time. Because if he doesn't, this isn't just a delayed retirement. It becomes a story that WWE will be answering questions about for months, maybe years, viewers. More maybe so than the Montreal Screwjob. And whatever Triple H is about to announce, it will decide how this night is remembered forever, you would have to imagine, you would have to assume. Drop your comments and your thoughts below, viewers. If John Cena cannot retire tonight, what should the WWE do? Delay, pivot, or push forward to no matter what? As they say, the show must go on. Now, remember to hit that like, subscribe, and stay here because this story, viewers, this story is far from over. Because you can only imagine, is it an announcement about John Cena? Is it an announcement about WrestleMania? Is it an announcement? Maybe, again, this is the rumor that Triple H's major announcement tonight before John Cena retires is that it could be that John Cena, again, we've heard the rumblings, we've heard the whispers of this happening, and I wouldn't be shocked that John Cena will be announced for the WWE Hall of Fame. So that way, even though we know John Cena will never wrestle again, he will never compete in a ring, he will still have a major to do with the WWE, as John Cena has indeed signed an ambassador deal with World Wrestling Entertainment. That is what we know. That is in the clear. That is a for sure thing. That is a surefire thing for the never-seen 17 John Cena. And obviously, John Cena is more than deserving of being in the Hall of Fame this early in after retiring. Now, win, lose, or draw, whatever happens tonight, ladies and gentlemen, whatever happens tonight, however it goes down, hopefully it's going to be in the most respectful, and it's going to not be, distasteful. Hopefully all the stars will align correctly for John Cena. And viewers, when you look at the whole career of John Cena, and I go back a long time with John Cena. I go back to the days before he was even called John Cena. I go back to the days before WWE. I go back to the days where John Cena wasn't a name. He wasn't a household name, and then he became this larger than life. He's this era's Hulk Hogan. Now, again, without Hulk Hogan, there would be no John Cena. There would be no Stone Cold. There would be no WrestleMania without Hulk Hogan. No matter what you feel, no matter what you say, and then there would be the next era after that. If it weren't for Stone Cold Steve Austin, we'd be watching WCW Nitro right now. So when you partake all that, when you think about all that, when you think about everything that John Cena has adjusted to, everything John Cena has done, all the Make-A-Wish, all the championships, all the wins, all the spectacles, all the Royal Rumbles, all the WrestleManias, all the returns, everything that John Cena has done, it has been to better the product. It has been to improve the future of WWE. And that is why John Cena will continue on as an ambassador for World Wrestling Entertainment. And that is the right call in my estimation. But viewers, fans, and subscribers, tonight will go down as a night that will be unforgettable. It will be monumental. It will be all those words and more that what can be said that hasn't already been said. And when you're thinking about John Cena, a lot of wrestlers, a lot of superstars, a lot of athletes, whether it was WWE, WCW, NWA, many wrestlers, right, have said, I'm retired. I'm done. I'm never coming back. You'll never see me wrestle ever again. Only for them to return. Only for money to talk, and they would come back. How many wrestlers have we heard that said, I'm retired, I'll never step foot in a ring again, only for them to come back, right? Well, John Cena is the one man who I believe will literally and figuratively never wrestle again. Now, again, we will see John Cena in WWE again. It just won't be as a wrestler. He will be an ambassador, okay? So, again, you can cut this. You can slice this any way you want. You can go with this in any direction that you want. But the fact of the matter is, after tonight, you will never see John Cena wrestle ever again. Well, sure, what happens if Saudi Arabia throws John Cena $1 million or $12 million or $25 million or $1 billion? How can John Cena deny them money? Because John Cena, as he's always been, is a man of his word. John Cena is a man of integrity. And when John Cena says something, you can take it to the bank. It is pretty much a guarantee. It's a JBL guarantee, okay? And this isn't about lying, cheating, or stealing Eddie Guerrero style. No. Because on this day, you can see clearly that this is the end for John Cena. Oh, it's true. It's damn true, viewers, fans, and subscribers. Because John Cena, here comes the pain tonight. Here comes the pain. Because on this night, it will be out of nowhere. It will definitely be out of nowhere. I can assure you that, because it's all about the game and how you play it. And nobody has played the game and the card better than John Cena. And that is why John Cena has lasted so long in his longevity. And that is why John Cena is a man on a mission to hopefully come away with the victory. Because we're all thinking, right? We're all thinking that John Cena is going to lose, that John Cena is going to tap out, that John Cena is going to pass out. But maybe that's what the WWE wants us to all think, that John Cena, well, this is too predictable. John Cena is going to lose. John Cena is going to end up looking up at the lights. John Cena is going to do the job. John Cena is going to call it in. How many times have we questioned in the past? How many times have we questioned John Cena? Can he win? Can he come up big when it matters most? Can he do it when the lights are on bright? Will John Cena give in to the pressure? Will he be able to overcome it? If anybody can win on their final match, on their final night, their last match ever, it would definitely be the never seen 17 John Cena. You would have to assume. You can never. That's one thing that you've learned about John Cena, is you can never count out John Cena, ladies and gentlemen. But he is, even on this night, with so much feeling on the line, with so much on the line, the whole world will be watching. The arena will be absolutely sold out. It will be sold out. It will be jam-packed. Gunther promises that John Cena will submit, will tap out, will give up. Well, John Cena stands for this. And if John Cena does give up tonight, wow, that would be shocking. That would be shocking. And that would not be the way for John Cena to go out. But maybe that's the way he wants to go out. Maybe John Cena is going to call the shots on this one. At the end of the day, we're all going to be on the edges of our seats, because we quite frankly don't know what the WWE is going to do. We don't know what their answer is going to be. We don't know what the booking is going to be. All it is right now is guesswork. That's all it is guesswork. Ladies and gentlemen, remember to click the bell, subscribe, because Sean's View Entertainment is the unapologetic, brash, and brazen. And remember, if it weren't for you, there would be no Sean's View. Later.